Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm probably going to have to speak a little bit loudly because I'm going to show you how to save your leftovers. Alright, first of all, this chicken is from, believe it or not, with no freezer burn. Let's see the date on this mug, because my husband's like, I'm going to throw it out. I'm like, it's been frozen solid. There's nothing wrong with it. So, it's been in my freezer since January 2021. Does that sound scary? No, not really, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to par cook it. You know, to get those fancy little grill marks, I got to cook each and every one. It's totally thawed out. It was thawed out proper in the refrigerator. Now this ain't going to look real pretty because this is an old soup I had that I put in the deep freezer. And I'm thawing it. And what this is this is a broccoli cheddar cheese soup. I've been thawing, as you can see, it's thawing. It looks disgusting, yep, I know. But when it all comes together, there'll be a part two. So, we're going to go back to defrosting that bitch. And, all I'm going to do, now I'm going to turn it sideways so I can get that cross section, literally from this little bitty frying pan I got off Amazon for like $4.99. They made it look like it was huge. Now, and I'm cooking it also in olive oil, just a little bit, just enough to keep it from sticking. Because whatever kind of Japanesing, because you know everything I buy from Amazon comes from China. So whatever this pan is, it's a pretty good one. I don't like frying because, as you can see, when you have a black stove, let me cut this off, it's getting annoying, me screaming. But anyway, as you can see, these were clean. I don't like frying wide open like this because it puts grease all over the place. But I didn't want to, and I know, when you grow up poor and food was something that you just didn't really have a whole lot of. My grandmama, way back in the day, we lived in a house with no plumbing at all. And no electricity, because my grandparents lived in rural Missouri. We had an outhouse, and we bathed. Me and my baby cousin, we were so poor, honey. We had to share bathwater in a number 10 wash tub. And if we wanted water, we had to go into the front yard and pump it. So, we sure have come a long way since the days of no plumbing and no wonderful electricity. And you know what? I got these inset lights. And we've been here 4 years. It's still a mess. I'm working on it. See my fish tank? It's so easy to keep. So I'm still, yeah, my island is naturally a mess. But slowly I'm getting it done. But in the meanwhile, back to the chicken, or she gone, as that Cajun cook down yonder used to say. Alright, at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and add my second piece. Oh, well, I don't think I want to feed my husband plastic. And there's still a little frozenness on there, which is fine because that, well, is it gonna make, I don't want to touch it and my camera, so bear with me. It'd be nice to have a big old fat belly to help me hold stuff. Okay, now let me look upon it. Let me smell it, pardon me. If you could, now this is not from 2021. I know people are gonna give me shit, but it's been in the freezer. So there's no burn mark, there's no freezer burn, it smells like chicken. I'm not going to be a jackass and just put, as I already got this heating up, I'm not going to be a jackass and just throw frozen stuff in there, wait 6 hours for this thing to come up. So in order to make the most, because he was going to throw this away, and I'm like, where I come from, you don't throw food away. It's been in the freezer. I know it's 2024, but I'm going to prove, unless I come back and you hear beep, 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 then that means my ass ate the chicken and got sick and went to the hospital. So if you don't see that, here's proof that as long as you put it away, the moment you get it when it's fresh, because this has been in the back of my freezer forever, and hubby threatened to throw it out. I'm like, there ain't nothing wrong with that chicken. It's still froze, shit. So when he comes home, I'm probably gonna play old sneaky wife. It'll all be ready. He won't know, and I'll be like, yeah, that chicken wasn't that old. So I'm gonna tell a little white lie, and then I'm gonna tell him after. I'm gonna say, how was it? He's gonna be, oh, it was so good. I'm gonna be like, you know what? That was that that was that 2021 chicken that you was gonna throw away. And then you'll be like, oh God, I feel sick. You know, it's husbandry. What can I say? But by going ahead and par cooking it, it's gonna save us both a trip to the ER with salmonella. That needs to stay that way for a little while. So again, just a little bit of olive oil. This is a good fat. This is better than corn oil, vegetable oil, canola, sunflower, safflower. Am I going to season it? Yes, but not right now. So here we go with this disgustingness. I'm like, oh Lord, that does look like something from my, yeah, I'm not going to speak a curse over this food, but yesterday when I was in the kitchen, we had one mouse because I brought his mother, I inherited some of his mother's thing. One was a couch, and we had a mouse, and you can get like, I got 6 new ones, and I just have this thing about spatulas, because we all have that one kitchen drawer, right? $6.99 got me about a pack of 7 of different types. So I'm going to see how, there's a little bit of carrot, but this is the actual soup. Sorry, I was out of frame. Now that's the soup, and it's going to cook up, and once I can get what I can get off of this, and it has to be unthawed, then I'll make my judgment call if I'm even going to use that, because even if I don't, I can still use a fresh, hang on, let me give it the, yes, it looks disgusting. Uh-oh, meanwhile over here at the chicken, or chicon, yeah, I should be using tongs. I don't know where they're at the moment. Okay. There you go. We want to get that cooked up. It smells delicious. I don't salt my chicken when I'm par cooking it. This set out overnight even. So don't be afraid of your food. Let your nose be your guide. Let your eyes be aware of the consistency. Okay, I'm going to say that's a good 5 pound. And I have the same microwave as King Cobra. Woo! Oh, never mind. Poor kid. I've never met a more jaded child in all my life that has so much opinion, yet he never goes outside What up with that? So I don't want to cook this to death because it's going to still have cook time in the crock pot, which is heating. I'm just seeing if I'm going to use that slop or throw it down the toilet. Alright, pan looking a little dry, so let's grease it up. And this also will keep your chicken moist. And this is a healthy oil, so again, olive oil all day long. Olive oil, get the good kind, don't get the cheap stuff. Don't buy your olive oil from Dollar General, Family Dollar, or Dollar Tree. I found out a little secret about buying honey. Okay, here we go. Fresh new piece. Listen at that sizzle. Yes, sir. So now we wait on that. But the thing that I found out about buying honey from Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar is that sometimes you look at the label, you'd be surprised. There are people out there selling honey that's actually just sugared up liquid. And they get by with it because it's food grade. Okay, I gotta change my grill marks on this piece. We can't even touch that. Now, what I'm gonna do to season my chicken, just in the event that the slop soup doesn't work out, I always recommend this. So once it's cooled down, sorry, I'm out of frame. Once it's cooled down, go ahead and add your seasoning. You can be healthy with it because it's going to go either into a already seasoned soup or just a fresh can, a fresh can of, well, this fork is fighting me today. Okay, so, I forgot what I was going to say. Because if I wind up cooking it in just a plain can of cream of chicken, okay, it's going to need some seasoning. Season y'all's food, otherwise you're just eating bland, regular, nothing. Now, I don't use black powder. I just don't. If you want to cook and you want to take your pepper to the next level, it doesn't matter which brand, but this is the best kind. And again, if it doesn't work in the slop soup, then when I go to put it in a regular can of cream of chicken, all this seasoning will be simple. And the only other thing, and I just have just a little bit of it, is I'm probably going to, instead of using onion powder to give it a little bit more depth, because if slop soup don't work out, I will also be adding fresh broccoli. So I may throw slop soup out, take my chances with 3-year-old chicken, which cooked up just nice. House smells lovely. This will go into the liquid mix, depending on if I like what I see, again, with the slop soup. I call it perpetual soup. I am mouth frame bad today. This may not make it. I don't know. It doesn't. There's nothing wrong with it, but I'm afraid it's just not going to recook because it was a milk-based cheddar soup. And I mean, it looks good. Let me see how it smells, y'all. Hang on. Look inside my nasty microwave for a minute. Nope, it still smells good like broccoli. So I may use some of it and then just use a can of cream of chicken so I can get something out of it. So here we go again. Defrost, that's every bit of 5 pounds. Anything to get it going. Okay, 5 more minutes. Now back to the chicken. You could put some cumin on it, but usually Mrs. Dash has everything you need. So enough of that. Now it's time to turn this piece of chicken. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's see if I got my grill marks going on this piece. Alright, so I want to lay it this away. I think, right? No, lay it this away. Either way, I keep going out of frame because I'm kind of tall. But yeah, there'll definitely be a part 2. I'm letting this kind of rest. But it's kept all its seasoning. So depending upon what I'm going to do, there will be a part 2. I'm going to call this Gypsy Chicken because I'm either going to kill us or we're going to eat good tonight, which is probably the latter. And once again, it cost me $20. But this is Rachel Ray. I also bought a new one of her, and this is for olive oil. Make sure if you buy it, put this spout in the downward position. Otherwise, if you have it upside down, it will leak out. She didn't bother to tell us that when she sold it. That was $20. And then my big peanut pot went bad, so I bought a Rachel Ray pot for $30. These are all my old school. This is all that's in here. I used to cook a lot more than I do now, but you know, sometimes you get old and life happens and you get messed up and you're like, oh well. And see, this is still pink, so we know it can sit there for a while. And by not overcooking it and leaving some cooked left, because this is now a hot crock pot, it'll be safe. But I want to get that pink down just a little bit more so we can get that char going on. Those will be the little naughty bits that I was, oh, they're hard, so I don't know. I'll just pull them out just because we don't want anything to burn. And I am making a huge greasy mess. See, even when you try to clean it, it leaves marks. But anyway, just got one piece waiting on the dookie soup. That's what I'm going to call it now. That's raring to go. Whew. So we don't cross-contaminate. I'm going to lay this way over here. And there will be a part 2 when it comes together. So thank you for watching. This is part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for watching. And when it comes together, after I cook the chicken and the dookie soup or a brand new cream of chicken, I will come back and show you. You can serve it over rice, you can serve it over noodles, or you can just eat meat in soup. But I do recommend it with wild rice or quinoa, or even couscous for those that really don't want to put a bunch of pasta in their life. So there's 2021 chicken. I'm about to reinvent it. I ain't even gonna tell hubby about it. And I'll see if I can't sneak over. Yeah, this is good and hot. Woo! I'll see if I can't sneak a reaction out of him, because only you and me know what's going on right now. So, alright. Enough said. We'll see you on the second one. Peace. Thanks for stopping by. Leave a comment. Say hello. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Peace. I gotta go because my back's hurting. And got to see what's going on with the dookie soup. So, thank you for watching. Shop again.